Okay, good evening and welcome to our Matchday -1 press conference ahead of tomorrow's UEFA Europa Conference League quarter-final first leg against Legia Warsaw. We'll take questions from the floor. Who wants to get us started? Yep, just here.
I wanted to ask... Sorry, just wait for the microphone. Okay.
It's English.
I wanted to ask about the atmosphere after the Tottenham match. You said the atmosphere at the stadium was very good, amazing, and the players need that kind of support every single day. But after the Brentford game, the atmosphere isn't great again. So what's the message for the fans ahead of the crucial part of the season?
Sorry, after Brentford, you said the atmosphere?
The fans said, the momentum is not going... the momentum is not as before, so the fans thought after the Tottenham game we are going to build on this. So we're going to start again after the draw. So what's the message for the fans after starting the crucial part of the season?
No, yeah, we are. I said many times that since day one, since we start, we have been top four. For part of the season, we have been second, and now we have 7 games to go, and we hope to finish where we are in this moment.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi Enzo, how are you? Just on the atmosphere in this stadium, I mean, you've been at a few clubs with a few fierce derbies, so you know what atmosphere can be like. How do you prepare your guys for what they could be walking into tomorrow at this stadium?
Yeah, first of all, we try to show them also some of the environment in this stadium, so they can adapt, they can be ready tomorrow. But fortunately, you know better than me, in England, almost everywhere the environment is good, is nice. For sure, tomorrow will be even more. But I always said the same, that the player, they are lucky. They have to think that they are lucky to experience that kind of games and that kind of moment.
Is that sort of like, when you say show them, you show them clips? This is what you could be walking into, like prepare yourselves?
Yeah, we try to always to give them the big picture, not only what they can do on the ball, what they can do off the ball. Sometimes you also need to show them where you go, because we have players from... you have players from different part of the world, so probably some of them, they don't know exactly. So we show them also some of the environment in this stadium.
Can I just, I think we've asked you before every tie, who's starting in goal this time? Is it Jorgensen?
Will be Philip, yeah.
Is that something is that a policy you're going to continue all the way to the final, do you think?
Yeah. As you said, I already answered different times. Robert, since we start, is the number 1. For part of the season, we decide to give him some game off, some extra time. And now he's back, he's okay, and we continue in the same way.
Dom.
Thanks. Hi, Enzo. Last night we saw an Arsenal team with some very young players hammering Real Madrid, and they've got more than 1 foot in the semi-final of the competition of the Champions League now. You said after the Brentford match that you still believe that your team will qualify for the Champions League. So how confident are you that what we saw from Arsenal can be you in 12 months' time, Chelsea?
Hopefully. I said after Brentford, I said many times, I think we are there. We have been there all the season. The improvement is already there in terms of we didn't arrive where we are now in the last 1 or 2 games. We have been there all season. That I know for Chelsea as a club, fans, player, it's something normal in the past, but because in the last period we struggled a little bit, I think this season, the entire season, has been quite good until now, but probably from good to be very good, we need to finish where we are, and hopefully we finish there.
And regarding the atmosphere, how confident are you that Chelsea's got a very young squad? How confident are you that your young players can rise to a potentially hostile atmosphere tomorrow night?
We need, I said, we need to experience this kind of games, this kind of moment. that for sure after tomorrow game we're gonna be a better team because we need that. As you said, we are very young, but in the same moment we need these kind of games to improve.
Charlie,
will you have to tell the players to remind them to stay calm though, because in these sort of situations it can be very easy to get taken away. So we'll use it before the game just to warn them, just to be careful because it's going to be really difficult. And I was just wondering, where was the most difficult atmosphere that you played as a player?
First of all, for sure we cannot allow external things, to change the way we think or the change the way we behave. And then personally, I play some games in Greece, in Turkey, where they also it's quite nice. But as a player, I played in 4 or 5 different teams where you can play derby. Was in Seville Betis, in Athens, Panathinaikos Olympiacos, in Turin, Juventus Turin, in Genoa Sampdoria, and all the derby, they are quite nice. But for sure tomorrow the environment here will be nice.
Peter?
Hi Enzo, just to follow up on that, and I think we might have asked something similar, I think against the Chelsea-Tottenham game, but when you're in those atmospheres, those intense games, can they influence, in your playing days, do they change how you play, and how have you been able to sort of convey that to the players to try and basically stay on the straight and narrow?
When the environment is the one that probably we have tomorrow, or the one that I mentioned after Tottenham game at home, it's nice because you have the feeling that you play with an extra player. This is the reason why many times we said the fans, they are the 12 players, is because you feel that. And probably tomorrow night they're going to have this kind of extra player, but we need to be good enough to manage that situation.
Can I just ask you about, first of all, Romeo and Lavia? I know he's not here, but what's the latest with his fitness? And then just more broadly, obviously Wesley Fofana is out for the rest of the season. You've spoken a lot about how important Wesley is, how important Romeo is. They're two very talented players. Is it a situation now where you can't rely on them going forward, and you have to think of supporting them, and what managing them means is you need alternatives? Is that something that as a club you need to consider going forward?
We're going to support them for sure. First of all, because they are our player. Second, because they are young. Third, because they are human beings, and in the moment that they struggle for different reasons, we need to support them. Unfortunately, Wes will be out the rest of the season. Hopefully we can get Romeo very soon. I don't know if for the next game, but he looks quite good in terms of he can be back soon. But for both, we need to support them, and then at the end of the season, we're gonna see.
Can I just quickly ask about Marc Guiu as well, because we haven't had an update on his fitness. Is he going to play again this season?
Yeah, for sure. Marc, we have a good news from today that he looks quite good, much better, and he can be back before the season finish.
Ben?
Hi Enzo. Arsenal's win yesterday was also good news for Chelsea because it means that there's now 5 Champions League spots. Presumably that makes you even more confident that Chelsea can get one of them.
Yeah, as you said, first of all, it's a good thing for English football to have 5 teams in the Champions League, next Champions League. And we're going to try our best to finish top 4, top 5. But now, I said many times, we are here for the conference. In terms of Premier League, in terms of Champions League, I think from now on, or already the last 10 games, is how we manage the emotion. Because we won against Tottenham. For me, the draw against Brentford, for the way he arrived, for me it's a good point because we deserve to win. We shot many times, but sometimes that kind of game you lose. And in this moment, even 1 point could be important at the end. So it's just how we manage that kind of emotion. Okay, we win, we are happy. We don't win, we are sad. Will be a race until the end. And as I said, we have been there all season, and hopefully we can be there at the end.
You must have anticipated for some time that it would be top 5, just because you can keep up with the rankings. So is it fair to say that for some time now, the aim has really been top 5 for Chelsea, or is it more accurate to say that the season goal was top 4?
No, our target, I said many times, at some point of the season, probably before the international break, last one, or after the international break, I don't remember exactly. But I said, because we have been there all season, now the main target became to finish top 4, top 5, and play next season Champions League. But especially because this club and the fans and the institution, the Chelsea as a club, has to play that competition.
And just quickly,
Last
with
one,
Cole and Nico, because they didn't start against Brentford, is the expectation that they will be playing against Legia?
The probably from outside you receive in the wrong way the reason why Cole and Nico they didn't play. They didn't play not because we want to rest them for today. They didn't play because there was a game plan, because Brentford had 24 hours more than us, because some of the players they were tired. So we planned the game to start in one way and then to finish with Cole, with Nico, with Pedro, with 4 or 5 changes. And nearly worked because we deserved to win, especially in the last half an hour, but it was all planned. But we didn't decide to leave them out because for today. No. It was because we planned the game in that way because they need.
Liam?
Hi Enzo. More broadly on tomorrow's game, does the knowledge of what the atmosphere will be like influence what kind of team you will pick? You have some players in this squad who've played in big atmospheres before. You also have some young players who've played a lot in the Conference League. Or do you think that maybe the younger players are ready and it would be good for them to play in an atmosphere like this?
No, they are ready. I said Ty is ready, Josh is ready. We have some young players that they are ready. We gave them already some important game. Josh played 2 Premier League game in a row, and he played some moment of another different game. Ty exactly the same. He played already in Premier League, and they are ready to play from the start. Then, if they play, we see tomorrow.
Thank you.
And then we'll finish with 2 questions down here.
Can I ask you about Malo Gusto? Because I think he's the player that's been given different roles by you this season. And can you tell me, how do you see his development in the next month?
Malo, a big part of our season until now is because of Malo. He allows us to play in the way we want to play. As you said, he play in different positions. I love players that they can play in different positions. The reason why is because, first of all, it's good for the manager because we can use them in different positions. But also I think it's an upgrade for them as a player. And also sometimes you need to find solution. We have Moi Caicedo, that is our defensive midfielder. And unfortunately, the other one has been injured almost all season, that is Romeo Lavia. So we need to find players that they can play in that position. So we need to be creative. And for instance, in some game we use Reece James there. So we try to find different solutions. But Malo for sure is doing well. And no doubt, because of his age and because how intelligent he is, that he's going to improve again.
So we can say that these roles are the sign that you trust in him.
Yeah, absolutely. I trust 100% Malo.
Last question over here.
Hello, Enzo. My question will be about the Legia, their confidence, because one of the key players, Riona Morishita, said that he's confident that they could beat you in both legs. How do you? What's your opinion on that? On their confidence and how this can impact the whole match, and how do you define the entire threat that Legia could be with that mentality?
No, the confidence they have, I think it's correct to have that. Any player before any game, they have to be confident. So I think is completely right. It's good to be confident. Then they have a good team. They play at home, so for sure will be a tough game.
Do you want to surprise them in a negative way?
Sorry, say again?
Do you want to surprise them in a negative way? The players that feel confident before match against you.
No, it's not a matter of surprise. It's a matter of football, and I think football is full of these kind of games that they are dangerous. So we need to be focused 100%, thinking that we are 180 minutes, and then we see.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Sorry, Tom. So, yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yes,
Come
the
on,
last
question.
one there was asking.
Yeah, thank you, coach. I'd like to ask about your Polish connections, because you played with Michał Żewłakow at Olympiacos, current sporting director of Legia. You played also with Paweł Wszołek at Sampdoria, current right wing back at Legia. So what kind of memories with Michał and Paweł, and how do you approach that opportunity to meet them, to talk?
No, yeah. First of all, watching them, I saw Paweł playing. That he still run a lot, and he loves to run. You can see that. And then about Żewłakow, yeah, we share some time at Olympiacos. I know that now he's sport director here, so I will see them tomorrow. But for both, all the best and good memory about them.
And last one, how many Legia games did you watch to prepare this game? What did you notice, not only in terms of atmosphere, because we said many words about it, but in tactical point of view of Legia?
No, I watch 5-6 games. It's a team that they can play in different shape. They start, play 5 at the back and then 4 at the back. But also they change, so I don't know how to expect them tomorrow. They can be in both with 4 or 5 at the back, but we see tomorrow. But for sure, as I said, will be because first of all we are here, but also because it's a football game. So at the end you have to be focused, and because anything can happen.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.